In my moments of fear, through every pain and every tear, there's a God who's been faithful to me. When my strength was all gone, when my heart had no song, still in love he was faithful to me. Every word he's promised is true. What I thought was impossible, I see my God do. He's been faithful, faithful to me. Looking back, his love and mercies I see, even though I have questioned and failed to believe. He's been faithful, faithful to me. Hello everyone, it's Andrea and welcome to this edition of Talks in the Car. Yesterday I was listening to a post, midday devotions by one of my co-workers, and she was talking about the goodness of God. And the one thing that she said was that God being good is not dependent on our circumstances. Whether or not things are going badly, things are going well, things are kind of topsy-turvy, regardless of the circumstances of situations, God is still good. So no matter what things are happening, that doesn't change the fact that God is still good. So as I began to think about that message, what came to my mind is God being faithful. No matter what we go through, God continues to be faithful. We may not always understand how he does things. We may not always understand why he does things. We don't always understand the method in which he does things. But at the end of the day, God is still faithful. So what does it mean to be faithful? Faithful means that you're consistent. Faithful means that you're dependable. Faithful means that no matter what is happening in a given situation, you know what the end result is going to be, because they are steadfast, because they have been proven time and time again not to be one that changes. Faithful is what God is. God is faithful. He's dependable. No matter what we're going through, we can always be assured that what he said is going to come to pass. We always know that no matter what things look like, that God is going to come through. And so no matter what your situation looks like, you always can rest assured that God will be faithful, that God is dependable, that God's word is sure, that if he said it, it's going to come through, that we can put our lives, we can put our stake in what he says. God is faithful. God is consistent. You don't have to worry when it comes to God, because even if things don't happen in the time in which we think it needs to happen, in the time that we want it to happen, we know that because God is faithful, because God is dependable, because God is sure to his word, that whatever he said, whatever we're praying for, whatever we're seeking God for, whatever he promised is going to take place. We don't have to worry. What we have to do, however, is to keep reminding ourselves that he's faithful. Keep reminding ourselves of what he's done in the past. Keep reminding ourselves that he was faithful before, and thus he'll be faithful now in this situation. We don't have to worry. He is faithful. He is dependable. God is a sure thing. And so as you're going through your day, as you're going through your journey, if you have times of doubt, if you have times of worry, if you have times when you're just not sure what is happening, you're just not sure if God will do what he said he would do, remind yourself that God is, God has been, God was, and God will be faithful. He is dependable. He is sure. You can stake your situation on him. God is faithful. And that is the message of the day. God is faithful. We don't have to be concerned. We don't have to worry because God is faithful. We can't put our faith, we can't put our trust in anybody else. We cannot depend on everybody. But what we know is that no matter who is faithful, no matter who is not faithful, no matter who we can depend on, no matter who is not dependable, we always know that God is faithful. Have a wonderful day, and we will see you next time on Talks in the Car.